Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're on stage 4 of this Blaze escalation. I'm gonna try and get a Torgador shard and then potentially do some hunting grounds or something. I just want to see if I can power surge my time weave armor, and then we'll be 3 out of 4 armor pieces with a few power surge weapons, and we're just one step closer to getting build synergy going, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I can then maybe like make my first build video from being back, but everything's taken a lot of time. Escalation in particular is taking a lot of time, so I'm just kind of documenting the process along the way. I'm sad, but hopefully Tor just surrenders the shard. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hang around here too long. It'd be nice to just get my power surge armor and get out, but sometimes it's just not that simple, and I don't know why I went for that, but here we are. I got punched in the mouth. After this, I'm going to be playing some D&D with Zanny and some friends. It's gonna be a good old time. I play like a champion homebrew character, easy parry, and he has like a lot of necrotic abilities. He's kind of like a, I don't know, I always compare him to a Death Knight, but he's not really a Death Knight. He's part of like a evil, not necessarily, it's not even evil, it's just like he doesn't really care a lot about most things other than just like being strong and having power. But the character himself is actually a very like not very strong individual. Like, he's human, he doesn't really have anything special about him other than he's just very cunning as a knight. That's kind of how he rose through the ranks in his little backstory. He has an affinity for necrotic magic, and he rose through the ranks in this like weird like pseudo Captain America style, right? Like, he's not very strong, but has an affinity with magic that allowed him to rise through the military ranks. And as doing so, he managed to obtain a artifact that is still dormant, that is called a spear. And that artifact, and that's like his whole purpose right now, is to figure out how to unlock the power of the spear. So we'll see how that goes, how Mirnon, our DM, is going to kind of incorporate that into the story. But it is a pre-made sort of, I think it's called like Lost Mines of Phandelver or something. Please tell me we got a shard. We did not get a shard. I'm so sad. All right, let's try this one more time. Let's get this quill shot out of the way early. I'm totally for this. But yes, I play a homebrew class called the Champion. He's, you know, a little bit evil. He's a little bit cunning. He's more of just kind of like a rogue in that regard, where he, like I said, he's not very strong, but he's just a little bit more cunning. Fun character to play, and the homebrew class is actually really cool. Zanny's playing a barbarian, and our party's kind of big. Like, we have a wizard, we have something called like a mesmer, I believe, and then we have a cleric, 2 barbarians, and myself, who is a champion. And so our party's kind of big, but it's still just a lot of fun to see all the different interactions and stuff. So, and I was sad the last time that we played, because we just got to like a dungeon and we just started it after a ton of RPs. So it's just like, I'm ready for, you know, we did all our RP, and now we get to kind of like see more of what's going on with the campaign, with this dungeon, and I'm just ready, you know. So the anticipation, so that'll be a good time. Zanny's just an absolute joy to have. Like, he's just really fun to play D&D with. He's very funny. He's playing a barbarian that is looking for like the strongest man to fight, and he just constantly is inquiring. He's like, hey, bring me your strongest man, bring me your strongest man. It leads for some interesting interactions. And his character's name is Vok the Hawk, and so he has this giant like hawk gladiator mask, and we always just like, I always imagine Vok wearing this like giant bird mask and and just like covered in blood, and then inquiring about like, bring me your strongest man, or like, where's your strongest man, as he's talking to this like innkeep or something. So it's always just like a really funny Like if your imagination's there, it's just really funny to imagine how Zanny's character would be inquiring these things. Why it's always the barbarian, it's always the rogue and the barbarian that are always just like causing all sorts of havoc. And yeah, I don't know, I think that's just like a very traitly, I don't even know if that's a word, but it's like very common with those classes. They're always causing a ruckus. Very fun. I'm actually really enjoying D&D a lot more than I thought I would, because I never played when I was like I said, this is like one of my earlier campaigns. I'm still very noob when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it's very fun, and I'm actually really impressed with how fun it can be. Though I do imagine that it, like, the reason why I never really played is I just never really had a full group, and I didn't really have a full group that was invested as much as this group is. Because my early experiences with D&D was more like a social thing, and then like we played D&D on the side sort of thing. It wasn't like a full dedication to a campaign. Everybody plays D&D differently, but I don't know, I like focusing on the game. I like games, in case you guys didn't know. And when the main focus isn't the game, that's just not really for me, and that's kind of when I check out. I get really bored. The weak points really help there, and the weak points really help me kill that in almost no time at all. So that's good. Really hoping that this Torg surrenders the shard this time. I've ran a lot more, like it only looks like 2 runs on this one, but I've actually ran this is maybe like the 5th run with no shard, but we'll hopefully get her done. Another quill shot, dude. Do we get at round 1, did we fight a quill shot, or was that a separate run? I'm like, they're all blurring together because honestly the behemoths die so fast, but I'm just gonna go for quill shot, dude. Like, I don't like fighting this behemoth in the duel. Waiting for the right time to discipline parry. I probably should have done it on that. Never mind, did it there. It hits like a truck. 4,500 damage ain't no slouch. Let's see, I'm gonna go a full throttle. I think could have gone overclock, could have gone paragons. There was a lot of options there, but I think full throttle is just gonna be the better bet. I think this build has cunning. It has 3 cunning. Don't look at my build. Do not. I regret pressing that button. Now I'm gonna hear about it. Now I'm gonna hear about it in the comment section. Torgadoro, I've come to bargain. Give me your shard. Popping a bulwark just because I don't want to die this late in the game. Gonna raw overdrive. Break the leg. Classic me. Breaking legs. Yeah, it doesn't. It does do the enrage, and it's dead. Nice. Okay, please surrender a shard. I've killed you enough. I just need 1 or 2 or something. 2 would be able to power surge 2 armor pieces, and I think they only come in 2. So, please, let's go. Rampaging shard. All right, 500 dust acquired, Aether Heart, and everything else that we need. When power surge that, get Predator 3. We should get that spicy 8% damage increase. All right, we got the +6 cunning, +6 predator. Now we got that 8% damage increase. Huge. I'm using Rage Hunter on this. I don't really think Rage Hunter is all that great anymore. It's probably good for general hunts, maybe like your first playthrough, but other than that, I think that it really falls off. But I just can't really, it's either like I get 5% from staggered behemoths or 40%, right? Like I don't really know. I guess I could go tenacious, but I don't think I have 2 tenacious cells, and that's probably why. Tenacious probably better than Rage Hunter here. Overpower +5, Etheric Attunement, condition comes from the Boreas Sword, and Evasive Fury 3. Not too shabby, not too shabby. This is just the Boreas Sword build, and then we could also probably just throw in like whatever defensive cell. I don't even have any defensive cell. I'd probably do just like fireproof or something. I don't know. Just to increase, maybe actually tough would actually be good there. Tough 3 and then run tenacious. That's what I would probably do. Anyway, a little bit of a shorter video today. We're getting closer and closer to build style content once I get all the gear and stuff unlocked. Obviously I'm gonna only really be able to do some sword builds, but we'll definitely be working towards like warpike and axe and all the other weapons in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.